We are back once again, and man, I don't mean to be dramatic, but she's not just the busiest woman in Chicago. She's like all over the world busy. It's the one and only Whitney Reynolds from the Whitney Reynolds Show and Whitney's Women Time. Welcome back, Whitney.
Hello, my hype guy. I love
Yes.
it, Brady. I want to take you in every room I go into because you just get me like amped up for this.
I'm in.
But this week, I'll tell you, I say this every time. People are probably like, okay, here she goes again. But the women are outstanding. The women of fall are really getting after it with events. And today, sometimes it's Whitney's woman. It is Whitney's women today because we have two. We have Brittany and Christine with the Together at Peace Foundation. Welcome, ladies.
Hi, Whitney. Hi, Whitney. Thank you for having us.
Yes, we are so excited because you girls have some big news about what's happened in the last few months from the foundation standpoint. Because we've had you on before, but it wasn't the Together at Peace Foundation. It was Together at Peace. So, Christine, tell us about your busy last few months.
Yeah, so a lot of exciting things have happened since last year when we talked about the Memory Mile Walk we hosted. At that point, we were an LLC just doing memory miles and supporting other charities and their efforts to have bereavement care efforts and hopeful, uplifting events. So we had donated to 4 different charities last year. And as we keep moving forward, everyone is kind of becoming a community, and we decided to formalize a foundation, the Together at Peace Foundation, where we raise funds and we support our partner charities in their hopeful bereavement care efforts and spiritual resilience. So we partner with Advocate, Ascension Health, Ronald McDonald House Charities, Simply from the Heart Life Lesson Scholarship Program that benefits children who've lost a parent, and the Wellness House. So we're so excited to kind of launch this foundation and really make an impact in the bereavement care space, which is typically underfunded, and we're really getting to the heart of people that really need some uplifting hope after a loved one passes away.
Well, and you keep saying the word bereavement. Tell our listeners what exactly that means and when you step in with hope.
So bereavement is, the big, broad topic of after a loved one passes away. Bereavement care is how you reach out to those, who've experienced a loss. And a lot of times the critical care hospitals and, Ronald houses, they're experiencing this loss, but they don't have like an arm or a partner to kind of really grab hold of them and give a big hug around the families that they serve. So Together at Peace is that partner for a lot of these charities. And we also do work with grief support groups and different individuals and families and schools as we look towards the future. But we're really hoping to make an impact on the hopeful aspect that you're living alongside of your loved one's spirit, even though they passed away. You can make new memories and you can feel this like impact of their love as it's, working beside you and with you, as you're moving forward in your life.
Oh, wow. And, I love hearing that word hope. I keep hearing it. And Brittany, I want to bring you into the conversation because you've been big on this forward progress into a foundation. Tell us about what you guys have coming up. I don't want to say it because I'm so excited. I want to scream it from the rooftop, but you have a big event coming up on September 24th. Tell us about it.
Yeah, thanks, Whit. So we have a huge launch event coming up, and it really, obviously, the whole point of what we want to do is raise funds in support of hopeful bereavement care. But I think we've had a lot of questions where, people are curious, people are interested. What are you doing? Seems like it's incredibly moving and very impactful. So the event that we're hosting, it's called Sparkle of Hope, and it's on Sunday, September 24th at Butterfield Country Club. Really, it's about creating community and getting visibility into what exactly our efforts support. So we want to share the wish lists that we have been really busy cultivating and curating and sending to some of our partner charities. We also want to talk about, the different organizations that we support and what they do, why our work and our support is important and makes a huge impact. But then also on a more granular level, we just kind of want to talk about the comforting community that we're looking to cultivate. So whether that's people sharing stories or thinking about the little ways that their loved ones are still in their life, or maybe looking for an idea of what to do on a difficult day or a challenging milestone. So it's the bigger message about the foundation's mission in general, and it's also the more community message about what we can do for each other.
Well, you said a few things that I want to go back to. One was wish list. So you are actually fulfilling these different charity partners, like things that they need when it comes to bereavement care. Is that right?
Yes, we have a beautiful relationship with Advocate Health and Essentia Health Foundation, as well as Ronald McDonald House Charities of Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. And so they have actually, one of the most beautiful things that we do is we actually sit down with these organizations and we ask them what is meaningful to them. And it kind of looks different for everyone. So for some, they are more interested in something for their staff. So they wanted us to fill a wish list of journals and pens and comfort wraps and water bottles. And for one of them, it was more like bringing people together in community with a memory meal. So we supplied plates and flatware and things for a memory meal event. And then we're also putting together kits, like comfort kits with our comfort bears and journals, little things journals, and our comfort wraps. So it kind of looks different for everybody in what's involved, quantities, but in general, it all goes towards creating comfort in bereavement.
I love that. That is a beautiful thing that you're doing. And one thing Christine said earlier was that it's underfunded and there was a gap. And you guys are really stepping in and saying, okay, we're going to merge this little sector right here. Now, Christine, another word I heard was community. You have gone through loss and you saw this need and you said, okay, I am going to step in and do what I can in this moment. Do you want to tell a little bit of your personal story and how you developed the Together at Peace Foundation?
Yeah, so that's kind of my main passion and motivation behind it. It's like for every person that attends this event, I wanted to make a difference in their life. And I think, when my dad passed away 20 years ago, I wanted to go and support a charity in his memory and, wear his name on my shirt and just do good in his honor and in his memory. And I want to provide that space for people who have experienced loss to do good in memory and honor of their loved ones. So everything that I'm doing is kind of a supportive effort towards our donors, because most people have experienced some sort of loss, or they have compassion to help people who have experienced loss too. So our base is a mix of people that are compassionate, but also might have experienced loss and need comfort. So we're creating this community that's giving back, but also they're getting comfort in return for their efforts. And I think that's the most important thing for me, is to share the mission. And if they feel moved to volunteer with us, if they feel moved to donate funds, to memorialize their loved one in some way in our community, that's all that I really am passionate about. And now with these partner charities, I'm realizing this gap and a need that we can fill with our tangible items, and also help. A lot of people have amazing ideas, so they have a lot of great initiatives out there already, and we want to continue to make sure those continue to grow and we can move forward, collaborate on new projects and new products. And I think the sky's the limit with what we can do. And I truly feel like Together at Peace was inspired by all of our loved ones who passed away, and to kind of give this gift to the world. And it's it's not anything I created, kind of created by this connection I have with my dad and every person I meet and the stories I hear.
Wow, that is incredible. And that is really, when I think about Whitney's women and I think about the women that are on this show, it's women like you, Christine, that recognize a need and you do something about it. So I am super excited for the launch. Tell us again, Brittany, where we can get tickets and the date and the details. We want our listeners there. Tell us again.
Okay, so the date is Sunday, September 24th, and it's at Butterfield Country Club at noon. We have some beautiful, really fun highlights happening. We're going to have a champagne welcome. There's going to be kind of a charitable action where you hug a bear and you participate in some of the care packing. We're going to have a forever wall, inspirational speakers, live music, and a live artist on site, along with a beautiful jewelry raffle of this gorgeous diamond butterfly. So everything is beautiful and hopeful and meaningful in some way. You can get tickets by going to our website, which is www.togetheratpeace.org. And on our events page, we've linked our Give Smart page where you can just click, buy tickets for yourself, a guest, a table or purchase raffle tickets to be entered into the jewelry raffle.
And Whitney, I
Amazing.
just feel so blessed. I just don't want to interrupt, but I feel so blessed that you are our MC. I mean, we couldn't have had a more hopeful, amazing person inside and out to kind of lead the charge and introduce our foundation to everybody. I know your heart is full of hope and love for the world, and I am just so grateful that you are our partner in this and that you'll be there on that special day, leading the event. So thank you again.
That means so much. That means so much to me. I am a person that talks a lot, but sometimes when you have someone in your circle that is experiencing a loss and grief, you don't always know the words to say. And that's one thing that I have seen with the Together at Peace Foundation. It's that comforting thing that people need where you can send that rap or you can invite them to this luncheon. So you guys are really doing it, and I'm so proud. I almost feel like this is, it is a launch party, but this is so much because the foundation has been a long time coming, and I'm so proud of you girls. I want everybody there. I'll be there. Brady, we want you there. Men are welcome. There's a lot of ladies that have signed up, but everyone is welcome.
Yeah, I think that's the key too. It's for everybody, and everybody takes something different from it, and everyone shares as much as they feel comfortable with. You're not pressured to do anything. It's just growing our mission and sharing support, and wherever you're at in your journey, we'll meet you there, and we're always there for you. It's a lifelong journey when your loved one passes away. So just finding that little sparkles of hope in every day. When I find a penny from my dad, I just found 2 yesterday. I just say, hi, Dad, and I just feel his love around me and supporting, this mission along with everyone else. So thank you guys so much for your support and sharing our mission and our event, and can't wait to see you there.
Yes, togetheratpeace.org. Thank you so much, Christine.
Thank you.
And Brittany.
Thank you, Brady.
Wow, thank you guys. Thanks for sharing all of that. And yeah, it's one of those things where everybody who's listening right now experiences loss. So this is something that everybody that is listening can support. And Whitney, I don't know if you noticed or not, there's a new trend where these organizations and charities are coming together and helping multiple charities. So everybody is lending a helping hand to each other. It's not support us and us only. It's just it just feels like there's a new wave, doesn't it?
Oh, I love it. Yeah. And you know what? I'm actually on their website right now, and they actually have a way of scrolling. It's so funny that you said that because it is really one of those things you're seeing people come together, work together, and saying, oh, the pie is actually for all of us. Right. And I love that. More seats at the table. And these are the women that are coming on the show. So I can't wait for next month. I can't wait to see who's on Whitney's Women next.
That's right. And I know that you've got the biggest pie in America with all the things that are trying to fit inside there. So there's stuff coming up for you and the Whitney Reynolds Show very soon.
Yes, there is. Our new season. And, we've always said hope is here. Well, it is coming October 16th to a PBS station near you. If you're in our home market of Chicagoland, that is Lakeshore PBS at 6:30, and then on PPW Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. And I tell you, I'm just so excited about this season. And we kick off the season with a celebration. So we're actually going to introduce you to our new studio, which is so cool. So we'll be unveiling that. And then speaking of unveiling, I talked about this a few months ago, but I did a TED Talk. And I did a TED Talk on my story. So often I share other people's story. And the TED Talk is now released. So it is officially out there. I want people to listen to it. It will give you a lot more of the backstory to why I developed the show we do, why we believe to be a safe space for stories. And so that is out there, our new season. We want you to save the date. We also stream. So anywhere you're streaming, we're on. But we want people to know that their story matters. And we'll be back, of course, next month, bringing more of that from the women's side, bringing more